And don't forget, the CD boutique is out in the lobby and to your right when you go out. Okay, without further ado, let's give a nice warm welcome to Vienna Teng.
Good evening, everybody. How are you? I'm feeling good. A moment of oversharing. I need to go to the restroom more often than I used to. But other than that, I'm good. All right. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Oh, I wish I knew this one. Sorry. Every once in a while, people hope that I learn covers, and I always disappoint. I'm sorry about that. Well, I feel like it's such a privilege to follow Noe Venable and her trio. I feel like Noe was one of my first inspirations here in the Bay Area to become a full-time musician. Just when I heard her album Boots, and I thought, you can do that kind of thing? You can write songs that do that. That's amazing. So it's wonderful to come full circle and get to see each other again and to share stories of where we've been and where we're headed and things like that. So speaking of other songwriter inspirations, this is a song inspired by a songwriter named Amber Rubarth, who I think has graced the stage and was here last year. This is a song written for a friend as a birthday gift, as a sort of rip-off of an Amber Rubarth song. Not directly, but I was just trying to do all the things that she does, which is a lot of really very specific imagery and a kind of long-running metaphor throughout a song. And it's called Pencil Sketch.
Kitchen table piled with clutter, loose thoughts, loose threads. One room merges with another, in our hearts, in our heads. Notebook to an empty page. Acid-free archival grade. Studios in Brooklyn and in Venice, LAX, JFK. Stories from our time in Paris, dans le cœur du marais. Dreams that want to be set down in charcoal and graphite. I fill in the shapes but leave the edges wide. Don't you worry, it's just a pencil sketch tonight. Scattered toys and steaming pots, see her crawling at last. Your fingers pressing on that spot in the small of your back. Creases round your eyes and mouth when you smile down. Flocks of geese and ribbons bending south, a shade in the nightfall, the sound of you singing to her down the hall. But don't you worry, it's just a pencil sketch, that's all. You don't have to be part of this picture. Maybe someone else's face could fit here. I could take the nub of this eraser, crumple paper, start anew, but not till you tell me to. Sunlight melting, river glints, bodies framed wind and faded chairs, lime and sugar, sprig of mint, made the same for 50 years. An easy silence floating between our two mason jars. Oh, sometimes when you look at me, I can see that far, and then the colors blur, the lines smudge. Oh, I'll play it cool for now. Time will be the judge. There's no hurry. It's just a pencil sketch of us.
I'm getting to that part of my life where I'm very grateful for ex-boyfriends. Well, because, you know, at least I've had the great fortune of having wonderful ex-partners, or partners who then became ex-partners. One very funny tangent is that I once played a show in Texas where a fellow with a full-on 10-gallon hat and a belt buckle about this big came up after the show. He said, "I really appreciated that music." I said, "Well, thank you." He's like, "Could you sign this and could you humor me and say, 'To my future ex-husband'?" Which I thought was the wittiest standing in line waiting for your CD to be signed thing that I'd heard in a while. But I found that those relationships, even when they didn't last in a sort of romantic sense, ended up, you know, after many different sort of phases and chapters, landing in this sort of beautiful space of friendship and of having known each other very, very, very well once upon a time. And in some ways, when you do that, you kind of always do know each other very, very well, some pieces of you. And you kind of watch each other grow and make the same mistakes and make different mistakes and make better mistakes and become kind of beautiful people going your different ways and kind of reconnecting once in a while. So this song's called Erik's Song, and I wrote it when I was, I think, 19. And so this Erik and I are still dear friends, and I'm very grateful for that.
Strange how you know inside me I measure the time and I stand amazed. Strange how I know inside you my hand is outstretched toward the damp of the haze. And of course I forgive. I've seen how you live. Like a phoenix you rise from the ashes. You pick up the pieces and the ghost in the attic, they never quite leave. And of course I forgive. You've seen how I live. I've got darkness and fears to appease. My voices and analogies, ambitions are like ribbons worn bright on my sleeve. Strange how we know each other. Strange how I fit into you. There's a distance erased with the greatest of ease. Strange how you fit into me. A gentle warmth filling the deepest of needs. passing day. The stories we say draw us tighter into our addiction, confirm our convictions that some kind of miracle passed on our heads. And how I am sure, like never before, of my reasons for defying reason, embracing the seasons. We danced through the colors both followed and led. Strange how we fit each other. Strange how certain the journey, time unfolds the petals for our eyes to see. Strange how this journey is hurting in ways we accept as part of fate's decree. So we just hold on fast, acknowledge the past as lessons exquisitely crafted, painstakingly drafted to carve us as instruments that play the music of life. For we don't realize our faith in the prize unless it's been somehow elusive. How swiftly we choose it, the sacred simplicity of you at my side.
Let's see. This is a very full bucket. I'm sorry we're not going to get to all of them. Oh, that's a faster one. That's good. Got to keep people awake. This one's called Stray Italian Greyhound.
Oh no, not now. Please, not now. I just settled into the glass half empty, made myself at home, and so I know. Please, not now. I just stopped believing in happy endings, harbors of my own. But you had to come along, didn't you? Tear down the doors, throw open windows. Oh, if you knew just what a fool you have made of me. So what do I do with this? The stray Italian greyhound, these inconvenient fireworks, this ice cream covered screaming hyperactive thought. God, I just want to lay down. These colors make my eyes hurt. This feeling calls for everything that I am not. I'm not that kind. I'm so good at shooting down any notion this tired world could change. It's all been bought. Well, at least that was my life. No use in spending all that emotion when there's someone else to blame. But you had to come along, didn't you? Rev up the crowd, rewrite the rule book. Where do I go when every no turns into maybe? So what do I do with this? The sudden burst of sunlight, and me with my umbrella, cross-indexing every weatherman's report. Was ready for the downslide, but not for spring to well up. This feeling calls for everything I can't afford to know is possible now. What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still, won't do what it's told? What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? Please not now, please not now, please not now, please not. What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? With the love that won't sit still? What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't? With the love that won't sit still? What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? Won't do what it's told? What do I do? Do I do with the love that won't sit still? Everything that I am, everything that I am, everything that I am, everything that I am.
I don't know what that one is. Sorry. Oh, this one makes sense. So yeah, big life decisions, big changes coming up. About 6 months into irreversible decisions. It's quite exciting. Definitely in the phase where I feel like there's someone with me at all times, sort of kicking me gently in the stomach all the time. And it's pretty fun. It actually took me a very long time to figure out whether this was actually the path I wanted my life to take. I'm now 41, so it took me a good long time. And one of the reasons that, or actually one of the things that I was trying to figure out is, you know, I tend to just sort of take leaps into new phases and new adventures, but it's always with the idea that, like, well, you can always kind of switch after that. There's a no return policy on this situation. So I feel like I had to kind of take it more seriously. But what it ended up being was just a form of paralysis, where I just kind of analyzed it to death and thought about it to death and like didn't really kind of have any epiphanies about it. So in one particular tactic, I decided to try going to therapy and went to 5 different therapists in 1 week. Shopping. But it actually worked beautifully, because by the time I saw the 5th person, and I think the 5th therapist was really kind of the right one to see last. And I don't remember her exact words, but this is kind of what I took away from it. She said, well, you know, I could have this just be an introductory session where we kind of just lay the groundwork for you to come back, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm just going to take things in a different direction and just kind of tell you what I think. And I'm just going to take a risk and do that. And I thought she was going to tell me, you know, whether or not to have a baby, you know, to become a mother. And what she basically told me, and it wasn't her exact words, but she looked at me, she said, "You're a grown-ass woman, it'll be fine." It's not what she said, but it's what I heard. And she basically said, just make your own decision. You know, it's not rocket science. And somehow it became much clearer after that. And when I was sharing my decision with my friends, they said, well, haven't you been training for that for so long? You have so many lullabies that you sing to children. And I suppose it's true. And so there's one particularly appropriate one called Now 3.
City fast asleep, clouds up on the hill, so quiet, so still. Dreams of rain and sheets, dreams of ice and wings, so delicate. These things, love is a word so small. Let it fill up till I can't see at all. I want to be blind, only my hands to guide me. Bring all of you inside me. City fast asleep, lights hum in the gray, like her breathing will someday. Strangest beauty cries, one and one, by and by. Now 3 of us here lie. Love for one so small. Come fill me up till I can't see at all. I want to be blind, only my heart to guide me. Gather all the world inside me.
It might be robot time. So I have these robots here for those of you who have not seen me play before. I occasionally cheat by introducing robots into the proceedings. And so there's this looper pedal which, you know, allows me, like Noe did, to kind of play things back and to layer on top of them. And there's this other one here that has a number of different settings, but I mostly use it for the what I call the Barry White button, where I get to sing a lot lower, and it's fun. Mostly so I can sing bass lines, which is just lots of fun. So I have, last year when I was on the stage, I think I announced that a fellow and I had recently gotten married, and his name's Jacob Corvidet. And he came out to sing some songs with me, but he is not here tonight because he is driving you could say, a heirloom rocking chair from his mother's place back to our home. So he's on a road trip, and I appreciate that road trip very much. But this is, I guess, in honor of him tonight. This is called Flyweight Love.
Glide on, ride down, hide out, fly away to love, fly away to love, and glide on, ride down, hide out, fly away to love, fly away to love, and glide on, ride down, hide out, fly away to love, fly away to love, and glide. Go on and sing it out loud. We wanna be a fly with love, fly with love, oh, out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. We wanna be a fly with love, fly with love, oh, out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. We wanna be a fly with love, fly with love, oh, out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. We wanna be a fly with love, fly with love, oh, out. Took the train to the stubborn coast of seas and towns half a shudder. Said hello to the rising breeze, made a note of the setting sun. We fell asleep in our 3-day clothes, one tilted hand on the other. Felt a hand like the hand of God, heard a voice like a seed of song. Ride on, ride down, hide out, fly away to love, fly away to love. Ride on, ride down, hide out, fly away to love, fly away to love. Took a crowd down the avenue to send a senator home a ride. Going viral on the handheld screen. I'm the diode, you're the kerosene. We're separate circles in a crowded hall, debating this, debating that, and then another. And then the scent of you lighting on my shoulder. Hey there, oh hi, hey there, oh hi, oh my. Go on and sing it out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. We wanna be a fly with love, fly with love, oh, out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. Go on and sing it out loud. We wanna be a fly with love, fly with love, oh, now. The years surprise us, how all our times apart have become our vows. Took a flight far across the globe, found a calling sweet as a lover. Through the wilderness you find in me, you are in love with all the world. And in the evening I arise, when the sun creeps on your covers. Here I am, here you are. Ride on, ride on, breathing light out. But fly with love, fly with love. Ride on. Go on and sing it out loud. Go on and sing it out sing it out loud. We wanna be aflame with love, flame with love.
It's a few days late, I guess, for Christmas carols, and you're probably glad to be past that. Some of you may be glad to be past the incessant Christmas carol playing. But I did some shows earlier this month in the East Coast, and thought I'd prepare something new on the looper, and so I thought I'd just play it for you here too. It's a Christmas carol that I sang in choir when I was younger, and then also heard some beautiful recordings of it, and really didn't think much about what it was about. And then when I decided to kind of work up a quick arrangement for it, I looked it up, and it's a scary song. This is one called Coventry Carol, and it's about the time when King Herod decided that all babies should be put to death. Cheery Christmas stuff. And so it was that Joseph and Mary fled. And so this is a cheery little number. But it actually reminded me that music has this strange way of, as so much different kinds of art does, to take something really horrific or really difficult and put it, in this sort of different form, so that we kind of pass it along through the ages and kind of always have it with us. And it feels important in some way that there's a way to do that. So here's Coventry Carol.
Lay thou little tiny child, bye bye lully lulay. Lulay thou little
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I will come back to that one. That one's a cover that I sort of know. Okay. Songs come from a lot of different angles, and this one came with a title, and then a whole bunch of music with no lyrics, and then in a frantic last-minute scurry, some lyrics. And I found that, interestingly enough, that there's no kind of correlation between the order in which these things come and how frantically or not that they do come, and whether they age well and whether I like them. It's kind of mysterious that way. So this is a song called Good Night, New York, and I knew from the beginning I wanted a song about moving from New York to start graduate school in Michigan, and that was all I had. And then, so I wrote this whole piece of music that I actually liked, and I mumbled nonsense lyrics over it for a very long time. And then one afternoon I was performing a internet streaming show and decided I couldn't really mumble nonsense lyrics for that. Because someone's always recording and ready to put it on YouTube eventually. So I wrote lyrics for it. And it's interesting because they don't make a ton of sense to me, these lyrics, but sometimes lyrics don't have to make sense in order to feel sense, in order to feel right. And so if you know what this song means, please let me know.
Good night, New York, New York. Good night, good night. I'll see you all on the other side. After I am a different man with different eyes. Good night, you canyons of steel and light. The twist and turn where your alleyways hide. Swaying trains, sheltering dreams and little white lies. Good night, good night. May you be always heartbreaking. Take a little more than you give. Yeah, but when you give, oh my. Good night, good night. I walk away to remember who I am. Somewhere in the woodlands, somewhere in the streams, a little life shuffles into the day. Folded wings into flattening veins and fluttering eyes. Somewhere my lifeline still hums and sings in the mess of all I've thrown away. Now I'm gathering seeds to throw wide. Good night, good night. May you be always breathtaking. Cold winter sink your teeth in me. June sun beat me blind. Good night, good night. I'm on my way to remembering who I am. And in your way, you remain. You will claim all this space in my way. I'll remain, even as it takes my place in your life. At your side, you were right. I'll say goodnight, but it's never goodbye. Good night, good night. Good night, good night. Good night, good night. May you always start breaking my heart again. Good morning, lover. Give me your hand. day begins and it's all that we have.
I kind of want to play the bookend of that song. That's the last track on the last studio album I put out called Ames. And this is the first song on that album, which is my attempt at writing a happy song. My happy song is kind of like Noe was saying that her love songs always come out a bit funny. And my happy songs always come out a bit not exactly happy. But I always find like not exactly happy is the interesting space, I guess. And this is called Level Up.
So come out, you have been waiting long enough. You're done with all the talk, with nothing on the table. It's time to come on out. There will be no sign from above. You'll only hear the knock of your own heart, a signal. If you are afraid, come out. If you are awake, come out. Come out and level up. Begin again. Dynamite the dam on the flow. Your body feels the talk of time as it hammers. Lower away all cinders from a fire burning long ago. But here it is, the knock of your own heart that matters. If you are afraid, come forth. If you are alone, come forth now. Everybody here has loved and lost. So level up and love again. Call it any name you need. Call it your 2.0, your rebirth, whatever. So long as you can feel it all. So long as all your doors are flung wide. Call it your day number 1 and the rest of forever. If you are afraid, give more. If you are alive, give more now. Everybody here has seams and scars. So what? Level up. Let your faith die. Bring your wonder. Yes, you are only one. No, it is not enough. But if you lift your eyes, I am your brother. And this is all we need. And this is where we start. This is the day we greet. This is the day no other. is a company man, your right hand, 13 years and counting. No detectable ambition, a model of efficiency, far as you can see. He knows every loophole, the art of fine print, massages the numbers till they fit. And every time you ask him for another vanishing act, he half smiles as if to say, whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want is fine by me. Oh, oh, whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want is fine by me. Never a real moment together, but she understands you're an important man. Another late night, don't know if you're coming home or when she's alone again. But she goes on curating your domestic museum. She disappears in her loyalty. She is a dress wearing a face in the doorway, opening her arms out to you. Whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want is fine by me. Oh, oh, whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want is fine by me. No one would dare to question you, oh no. And no one would dare to stand up. But in the night she leaves the papers in a tidy pile, evidence for her reasons. And in the night he takes the main accounts and pulls the files, detailing every treason. I am the last one you'd ever suspect of setting the fire, of setting the fire. But as you switch on your TV tomorrow morning, you'll hear me saying quietly, whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want is fine by me. Oh, oh, whatever you want, whatever you want, whatever you want is fine by me. Oh, whatever you say, whatever you say, I'll do what you ask me, I'll do what you ask me. Whatever you say, oh, whatever you say. But do you know who's listening? Oh, whatever you say, whatever you say, you know it's alright. It's fine by me. Whatever you want, whatever you want, it's fine by me. Whatever you want, whatever you want, it's fine by me. Whatever you want, whatever you want, it's fine by me. It's fine by me.
Well, all right, I'll try this one that was put in front of me on a slip of paper. This is one of the Peter Gabriel song from the album So, and I think it's a tribute to Anne Sexton.
Looking out on empty streets, all she can see are the dreams all made solid, are the dreams made real. All of the buildings, all of the cars, were once just a dream in somebody's head. She pictures the broken glass, pictures the steam. She pictures a soul with no leak at the seams. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness comes. Nowhere in the corridors of pale green and gray, nowhere in the suburbs in the cold light of day, but there in the midst of it, so alive and alone, words support like bone, dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy, in your daddy's arms again, dreaming of Mercy Street. Swear they move that sign, looking for mercy, in your daddy's arms. Pulling out the papers from drawers that slide smooth, tugging at the darkness, word upon word, confessing all the secret things in a warm velvet box. To the priest, he's the doctor, he can handle the shocks. Dreaming of the tenderness that tremble in the hips, of kissing Mary's lips, dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out, dreaming of mercy, in your daddy's arms again, dreaming of Mercy Street. Swear they move that sign, dreaming of mercy, in your daddy's arms. Mercy, mercy, looking for Mercy Street. Mercy, mercy, looking for Mercy Street. Mercy, looking for Mercy Street. And with her father is out in the boat, riding the water, riding the waves on the sea.
Oh, I played that one already. Okay. Play that one. Oh, good. I played things people wanted. This one's called Never Look Away.
Detect my sudden existence on your sonar. You feel the echo. Detect.
Whoops, forgot the words. The cue cards only went so far.
Detect my sudden existence on your sonar. You feel the echo. Electrify the resistance in your broken heart and burn it up. Oh, we're gonna photosynthesize and drink up the sunrise. So do they ever shut up because you said so, or do you overthink them all? Somebody ought to corrupt you on the dance floor and take you home and show you all your demons and desires and dark sides. All of your colonies and continental divides. Let me uncover the silver in your dark hair, the weight of your bones. I want to witness the beauty of your repair, the shape you've grown. For you have made of nebulas and novas and night sky. You're made of memories you bury or live by. So if you're out there in the cold, I'll cover you in moonlight. If you're a stranger to your soul, I'll bring you to your birthright. I want the storm inside you awoken now. I want your warm, bright eyes to never look away, look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away, look away. Some nights we open up the flood, and some nights we're lost, and some nights we're choking on the words, but some we light on fire. If you're out there in the cold, I'll cover you in moonlight. If you're a stranger to your soul, I'll bring it to your birthright. I want the storm inside you awoken now. I want your warm, bright eyes to come back to me and hold on to me. You know that I won't lie. I will never look away, look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away. I will never look away, look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away, look away. Don't you ever look away, look away, look away.
I think we have time for a few more here. Let's see. Da-da-da. Oh, that one's scary, so I'll set that aside for later. Oh, this is good. Then we can get to this part. Have any of you been listening to this wonderful podcast called Dolly Parton's America? I am loving it. It is such a fascinating look into kind of the life of an iconic and incredibly talented and tenacious songwriter and artist, and just kind of how it all weaves into the country that we are and are trying to grapple with in this moment. And her Dolly Parton's reach does include me, because I was trying to write the song and didn't know how, and decided that maybe if I listened nonstop to Dolly Parton records for a while, then the right thing would come out. And so this owes something to Ms. Parton. This is called City Hall. we've officially also entered the sing-along part of the evening, so if you...
Me and my baby on a February holiday, 'cause we got the news. Yeah, we got the news. 500 miles and we're gonna make it all the way. We got nothing to lose. We got nothing to lose. Been 10 years waiting, but it's better late than never. We've been told before. We can't wait 1 minute more. Oh, 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 me and my baby driving down to a hilly seaside town in the rainfall. Oh, 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 me and my baby stand in line. You never seen a sight so fine as the love that's gonna shine at City Hall. Me and my baby been through a lot of good and bad. Learned to kiss the sky, made our mamas cry. Seen a lot of friends after giving it all they had lay down and die, lay down and die. Well, 10 years into it, here's our window at the Vegas drive-through chapel. It ain't too much for 'em all to handle. Oh, 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 me and my baby driving down to a hilly seaside town in the rainfall. Oh, 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 me and my baby stand in line. You never seen a sight so fine as the love that's gonna shine at City Hall. Well, outside they're handing out donuts and pizza pies for the folks in pairs in the folding chairs. My baby's looking so damn pretty with those anxious eyes, rain-speckled hair, and my ring to wear. Well, 10 years waiting for this moment of fate when we say the words and sign our names. If they take it away again someday, this beautiful thing won't change. So, oh, 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 me and my baby driving down to a hilly seaside town in the rainfall. Oh, 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 me and my baby stand in line. You never seen a sight so fine as love that's gonna shine. Oh, 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 me and my baby driving down to a hilly seaside town in the rainfall. Oh, 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 me and my baby stand in line. You never seen a sight so fine as the love that's gonna shine at City Hall.
All right, let's see. continue in pseudo country for a moment here. As probably some of you know, I began my whole life and musical life here in the Bay Area. And there was one cafe that was particularly kind to me in the early days in downtown Mountain View called Red Rock Coffee Company, which miraculously is still there and has seen all the changes over that have gone through Silicon Valley, and is still going strong, still does music, still does performances. And they took a chance on me back in the day and said, yeah, why don't you come play a couple hours on Friday nights once in a while? And so I would set up right in between the smoothie machine and where the brownies were, kind of try not to be in front of anything that people needed to get to. And it was a great place to just kind of learn how to play in front of people, learn how to try out songs. And so I was trying this one out, and I said, I don't know what the title is, so if anyone has an idea, I said to people who generally I couldn't tell whether they were listening to me or not, all 7 of them. But it turned out one of them was, and her name was Stacy, and she had, I think, come to study a bit and gotten distracted by me playing. But she came up with the name for this song. It's called Homecoming.
It's desert ice outside, but this diner has thawed my ears. Hot coffee in a clean white mug and a smile when the waitress hears that I was born in North Carolina, not an hour from her hometown. And we used to play the same pizza parlor pinball. And there's a glance in time suspended as I wonder how it is. We've been swept up just by circumstance to where the coyote lives, where my days are strips of highway, and she's wiping tables down, holding on, and still waiting for that windfall. But I've come home, even though I've never had so far to go. Yeah, I've come home. I pay the check and leave the change from a crumpled $10 bill. Head across the street where vacancy is burning in neon still. While the night eats up my body heat, there's no sign of another, and I find myself slipping down into that black. But things are good, I've got a lot of followers of my faith. I've got a whole congregation living in my head these days, and I'm preaching from the pulpit to cries of amen, brother, closing my eyes to feel the warmth come back. And I've come home, even though I swear I've never been so alone. And I've come home. I just want to be living as I'm dying, just like everybody here. Just want to know my little flicker of time is worthwhile. And I don't know where I'm driving to, but I know I'm getting old. And there's a blessing in every moment sanitary bars of soap and a couple little plastic cups. Old Gideon's Bible in the nightstand drawer saying, go on, open up. Well, I'll kneel down on the carpet here, though I never was sure of God. Think tonight I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, I switch off the lights and imagine that a waitress outlined in the bed, her hair falling all around me. I smile and shake my head. Well, we all write our own endings, and we all have our own scars. But tonight I think I see what it's all about. 'Cause I've come home. I've come home.
Thank you so much for your kind attention, and for those of you who come back year after year to basically hear songs that you've heard before, because I haven't written anything new in a little while, but I really appreciate it. And I once again want to thank Noe Venable and Todd Sikafus and Alan Lynn. I've had the privilege of working with each of them musically and getting to hear them do their mighty magic. So one more round of applause for them. So someone put this in the bucket, and it scares me a little bit, but I'm going to give it a try. This is another robot song, and it's a cover mashup. And so here we go. I haven't done it yet.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It's not warm when he's away. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, I wonder this time where he's gone. I wonder if he's gone to stay. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and his house just ain't no home anytime he goes away. Now I know, 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 know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Oh, I can't leave the damn thing alone, but there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. Oh, there ain't no sunshine when he's gone. There's only darkness every day. There ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't home anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away. The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's close to post-mortem. Only grows harder, homie grows harder. He blows, it's all over. These hoses all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's knows the globe trotter. Lonely roads, God only knows. He's grown farther from home, he's no father. He goes home, barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, here goes the cold water. These hoes don't want him no more. He's cold product, they moved on to the next schmo who flows. He nose dove and sold nada. So the soap opera is told, it unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. Yeah, you better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot, do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. When he's gone.
Oh, thank you. That was fun. You guys give me courage. Thank you. I'm standing here because I thought I'd do a song that requires some room percussion and if some of you know what's coming, it also involves heckling. I don't mean heckling exactly. I mean like just yelling stuff, like being less polite, because we're now at that part of the evening. So if you agree with things the narrator is saying, then agree with them vocally. And then if you disagree, also disagree vocally. So whatever you want to do. This is from the point of view of a matriarch of my family. It's called Grandmother's Song.
Oh, girl, you think you got time? You're gonna get round to it way down the line. But one step, two step, you fall behind, and so you better have a good plan. Oh, girl, you think you got time? Gonna get round to it way down the line. But I'm telling you, no matter what you have in mind, you're still gonna need a man. Take it from your grandma. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. Yeah, take it from your grandmother. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. No one's gonna take care of you in that world that you got yourself into. All the good boys, honey, they're in grad school. Oh, girl, your story's all wrong. You dream of being diamond before too long. You're turning 30 and still chasing your songs. So come on, who do you think you are? Oh, girl, it's too heavy a load. Your mama and your baba, they are worried souls. How you gonna raise a family when you're on the road with some tattooed boy with a guitar? Take it from your grandmother. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. Yeah, take it from your grandmother. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. No, this music career isn't real life. It won't see you through when you're 65. And when the tide turns, you won't survive. Sit on the banks and cry. Baby's gonna cry, baby's gonna cry. Oh, girl, you never know war when they come in the night and they knock on the door. You can go from the high life to dirty poor, lose everything you knew. But the one thing they can't take away from you is your mind and the education you've been through. So you find a man who understands that too. And make sure that he stays true, gives respect where it's due. Make sure he knows, make sure he knows, make sure he knows what he's got in you. Because a woman isn't just for cooking meals, scrubbing floors, making babies. A woman's got ambition, same as he does, maybe more. When the sirens wailed and the bombs fell, we ran from the schoolyard into hell. And what we could have been time, we'll never tell, because we never had your chances, the advantages that you have been handed. Girl, you'll never know how hard it was. So you've got to do this for all of us. Take it from your grandmother. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. Yeah, take it from your grandmother. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. Yeah, take it from your grandmother. I've been round, I've been round, I've been round. Yeah, take it from your grandmother. I've been round. Thank you.
Just want to do one more to end the evening. And again, if you have come to these kind of end-of-year tradition, pull things out of a bucket shows, you know that sometimes people get called to be on stage to do stuff. And so if you feel like you want to be a choir for the song Soon Love Soon, please come on up. And if you want to be part of the choir but don't want to come up on stage necessarily, you like the lights on the dark, you like being on the dark side of the lights, you can also be part of the choir. And so your part goes like this.
Soon, love, soon. Soon, love, soon. Soon, love, soon. Soon, love, soon.
So there's another part of it, so there's still time to come up here if you want. Part 2 goes,
And we will be as one God, and we will be as one people, and we will be as one God, and we will be as one people.
oh, that's beautiful. If you feel so inclined to add harmonies to it, you know, I leave that up to your talent and discretion, so you could
Soon, love, soon,
or
soon, love, soon.
or you could add other things and it becomes jazz, so you know. All right. Thank you once again for spending this beautiful evening all together when you could be on screens. But we've chosen to kind of spend this time in person together, and it means a lot to me. Here's Soon Love Soon.
Soon, love, soon, there'll be a fire burning in the temple of our peace. There'll be a soaring voice for a silent please. We will hold a broken circle and begin to pray. We will find a black and white in the gray. And we will be as one God. And we will be as one people. And we will be as one God. And we will be as one people. Soon we'll find illumination in the natural light. You will travel 1,000 miles without leaving my side. We will find we never knew hatred ran so deep. Such a wide, wide chasm of faith to leap. But we will be as one God. And we will be as one people. And we will be as one God. And we will be as one people. Soon there will be an evolution of the human soul. We will know that to be apart is to be truly whole. We will know the pattern of centuries rise and fall. We will know that the fate of one is the fate of all. And we will be as one God. And we will be as one people. And we will be as one God. And we will be as one people. And we will be as one God. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you. For those of you who are watching on the live stream, thank you also. Have a wonderful night. Take good care and Happy New Year.